Hi, Callie. Just looking at your Photoshop self-portrait here. Um, so I can see you have your background image, your picture here. I'm not sure how you're going to incorporate this. Maybe you want to put this into the sky, which would require that you clip out the sky on your mountain photo. This is the move tool. I can use this to grab things and move things around. So if I want to get on that mountain picture, I can get on that mountain picture and I can get the quick selection tool, much like we did in the clipping demo, and just kind of go through. This one might be a little bit tricky just because the sky is pretty similar to the color of the, and I want to add, sometimes it goes to the minus sign, so I just need to get back on the plus because I want to add to my selection here. And I'm just going to add in by clicking and dragging over these areas with my quick selection tool. And hopefully the computer can tell the difference between the mountains and the sky. It's not doing too badly. I should have probably made my brush a little bit bigger, my quick selection brush, which I can do up here. It's at 12 pixels right now, but I can change the size here. I could have made it a lot bigger, and that would have actually helped. Maybe if I had made it, I don't know, 142 pixels maybe, that would have made it a little easier. But anyway, I've selected the sky, so I can actually go into select and mask now. And now I'm in the select and mask interface. It's a little different than regular Photoshop. I should probably do this. But I can actually do the invert button here, right here. If I click on that, now I just have the mountains selected. And down here under output settings, if this isn't open, you need to open that up and you need to put the output selection, output to not selection, but layer mask. Sorry. So under output settings, make sure to open that up. Output to layer mask is important. We can feather the edge of the mountain. So maybe, you know, I mean, if you go too far, it gets way too feathered, but like you can feather it out a little bit and it usually looks pretty good. Maybe like 5 pixels-ish. And if we push OK, there we have that background clipped out. And then if we take this, I get back on the move tool, I can move it up here. Then if I do edit, free transform, or command T or control T if you have a Windows machine, but you can do edit, free transform, then you get this blue box and you can actually, well, the blue X over your image, and then you can actually, you know, size it up, and I'm going to move it underneath the mountain image, so it's be underneath it, so that the mountains are, you know, showing up there. Yeah, so that's looking pretty good. And then I don't know, like what this grass, what you were kind of wanting to do with this grass. I'm not sure if this is going to work super well in here, unless you had a really specific idea for it. I'm just not sure how well this is going to work. But you have an image of you. I wonder if you couldn't find a different image of you because you're awfully cut off here on the sides. So I'm kind of thinking maybe retake an image. I think that you look really nice in this photo. I just think it might not be the best quality. It's a little bit grainy. If I do a command T, which is the free transform, you know, if we size you up a little bit, yeah, so you start to get really blurry really fast. It'd be nice if we could get a bigger photo view that didn't have these lines through it. And if we had a good photo of you that we could kind of like center, or maybe if you wanted to, oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. This, you know, bring off, I guess this one works if you bring it off to the side, but then you still have this awkward thing here. I mean, you could potentially use the eraser tool and maybe like erase so it doesn't look quite so, I don't know, maybe, but then now your shoulder looks like it's teeny. So I don't know about this image. It might not be the best one to use. Also, like if you take a picture, just make sure that you take a picture on like kind of a blank background. I know a lot of people, a lot of students that just, you know, they do their hair, they do their makeup, whatever, and then they get ready to take this photo specifically for this actual project. So you might want to try doing that. I'm not saying that you have to do your hair and makeup. I'm just saying, you know, that's what I would do. Obviously, if I'm going to take a picture of myself for a project, I would do that. And a lot of students do that, but I know a lot of people don't like taking pictures of themselves, so But a lot of people do it for this project, and yeah, I would say you need 4 layers total. You need 2 clipping masks. I mean, if you did the mountains like I did, this here is a clipping mask. If I ever wanted to edit this clipping mask, I can double click and it'll take me right back into that interface that we were in. So I'm going to cancel out. And this is the regular Photoshop interface again. So anyway, I'm just giving you some feedback. So you need a couple more clipping masks in here, maybe a better image of yourself, and 1 more element. You know, if there's something that you enjoy doing, or you could add in like if there's a pattern that you like, you can add that in, you know, you could put that over the top of this image and maybe try a different blending mode on the layer. So like say I take this grass picture and I turn it to like multiply, you can still kind of see it over the top. So, and if we put it underneath some of this other stuff and underneath the mountain photo, but still on top of the other photo, I mean, we can still, I think a pattern would work better than this grass photo, but you know, maybe there's some designs that you like that represent your culture or something that you could bring in, that you could kind of overlay, that would have something to do with you, and then you could take, you know, a different picture of yourself and maybe still off to the side maybe would work. But anyway, this is the feedback I have. Hopefully that is helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions. I think you did a good job. I think it was a good rough draft, but we just need to kind of refine it a little bit. Okay, talk to you later.